Summer GDQ 2025, they decided to add an Artist's Alley, which also included indie developers. And so we're just going to look at some of these cool indie developer things. They sent out a Google form and all that, and basically said, hey, who wants to come? And I think they sprung for people's badges if they showed up. I'm not exactly sure how it worked. But they brought some cool indie games that got some pretty harsh testing, because if there's any environment that's going to give you a lot of harsh testing, it's speedrunners, especially platform speedrunners, and like half of these games are platformers. But let's actually get started. Let us look at the first one that I saw was Super Cucumber. Basically, it's a platformer. It reminds me a lot of like Windows 98 aesthetics. I don't know, like there's a certain like kind of flat styling. I don't know why this is lagging. I hope it stops doing that. I don't think that's how that looks. But yeah, so you have options to move. It's a character platformer, and the bosses are cute too and silly. But yeah, something about the aesthetics just remind me of like Windows 98. I made this in Visual Basic, and I can't explain why, even though that's not really a bad thing. Like I want to stress that, like, it's at least unique in this day and age. But I've got it open. We could just go play it instead, and hope the next time I go to Steam it won't be so laggy. Wait, nope, that's not it. It's an aardvark. I believe the aardvark's name is Cucumber. That's the key thing. Boop. All right, this should work. Let's hope it works. I actually opened the game beforehand. That might be why everything was slow. But this is Super Cucumber. It has the antagonist or protagonist, who is an aardvark. Interestingly enough, this demo is not on Steam. They're releasing demos on their Discord privately, kind of. It's not really a private thing. Oh. Let's do Castle 1. At least his owner has a good name. It's true. Yeah, we have the worm, who is evil. Let's plot to this. I remember the worm. Oh, the worm is the boss of this particular area. But yeah, this is like the tutorial area, obviously, because if you're going to have people do any sort of platforming, they're going to need to learn how to platform. You could jump up walls. You have infinite wall jumps, which is interesting. Hopefully the audio is not too loud. This one, if I recall, can be a little bit loud. Hitboxes on these arrows are a little bit weird, but not like bad. You can land on them a little bit too close. But arrow riding is a fact of life for Cucumber. See? You want to be on the far edge, the not pointy side. And of course, you can jump higher or lower, as the game always wants to teach you. I like the cape. There's something about putting a cape on an aardvark that's amusing to me. Also, you don't see aardvarks as protagonists very often. Only one I can really think of is Cerberus, who is an aardvark. But that is a whole nother hill of beans. Like, there's stuff going on in this level. Like, there's some weird secret stuff that I never quite figured out while I was playing the demo at GDQ. And even now hadn't figured out. You do get infinite lives. And of course, there's conveniently placed checkpoints. These are the lamps here. Oh yeah. You could dash, but you have to hold it. You don't just press it. So you get the whole dash. There's also, like, to dash further, hold longer, obviously. There's a weird mechanic here where, like, you can kind of, like, airlock, air stun? I don't know what it is, but just air stall. So yeah, when holding B, press A to dash jump. So, like, you want to do this, it gets you a lot more speed. But basically, it's the double jump equivalent to start. And there's more mechanics, of course. But you have to get there first. But yeah, like, see, there's stuff around here. They've hidden things. I do wonder what the deal with the secrets is. Shovel Knight looking checkpoints. You can't go wrong with a good system. But wow, you can go out a different door. I'm not really sure what the utility of that is, having never achieved one yet, so. Also, like I said, I hope the audio levels are good. I checked these like forever ago, and then I've procrastinated on this stream for far too long. That's suspicious. Nothing I can do about it, but it's suspicious. But yeah, the devs were there. The devs are there for every game, which was cool. So you can talk to them about how the games worked or their inspiration. I didn't talk much to the Cucumber people. I probably should have. There are only a couple of devs I really talked to. See, like, what's this box doing? Never mind, I figured out what the box is doing. I found a secret. That was an easy secret. Secret levels coming soon. Okay, well, that explains the purpose of that. Oh, good. It caught the spam bot. I like it when it catches the spam bot and I don't have to do anything. But you can clearly see, like, they want to make it so there is some amount of exploration in the levels. And the levels at the big... That was dumb. The level... Oh, it gave me that for free. Interesting. I wouldn't have given that to me. I didn't touch it. It's probably more of a linear thing than a, like, actually touching it type of thing. There's also, like, just some weirdness about, like, how it moves. It's got kind of a Flash game feel to it, physics-wise. Like, I don't want to disparage this game. That's not what I'm doing here. I'm just saying that that's kind of how it feels. Oops. Checkpoint after every jump. Jump up. There we go. See? We get the checkpoint. It's a not very noticeable flame against the blue background, I think. I was getting bored, and I probably shouldn't have, because I can't see the next platforms. You know, that's another thing that's a bit weird. I don't know, is that far? It might be about a third. Jump up, superstar. Oh yeah, we beat the thing, so now we get to fight the worm! Who shoots martini glasses at you. So yeah, apparently there's multiple ways to, like, fight the bosses. I think I lucked into this one, where I discovered that you could... Oh, I died. Well, doesn't matter. But basically, I assumed this was the right way to do it. I guess I could just shoot these. See? Air stalling. Again, it's got that kind of Flash game feel to it. But there we go. Worm down. It's a dry martini. That's why it lights things on fire. If it was a dirty martini, it wouldn't. But it's dry. So. But yeah, it's cute. I like it. Got those, like, MIDI tubular bells, too. Cucumber learned air dash. So yeah, you get more stuff. With aura, that's important, too. I think it was a worm. I don't think it was a snake. Look, it's his fault for standing on a very rickety platform. We'll go to phase 2. The Super Aardvark versus Atticus Finn. Oh, that's a bad pun. Bad pun. It's gonna throw books at me to make sure I'm not blind or left-handed or something. Snake worm. I know, I don't think the worms would see it that way. See, I've got aura now. I've been aura farming. Yeah, well, you get air dashing if you have auras that you farmed. Oh. It's a bit weird that, like, you get this for free by dashing, or you need to attack stuff for it. Like, it's a strange combination of mechanics. Oh yeah, birds. What? Why can't I move? Oh, for Pete's sake. This controller sometimes. Sup, fries. Oh yeah, because it's Western themed now. While Y-sliding, hold dash and jump away from the wall to dash jump. Yeah, I'm certain they're going to add a lot more stuff. And I like their, you know, have a development Discord and show off things. I think they also have, like, a podcast or something. I forget. There's only, like, 1 or 2 games I'm in, or Discords I'm in that are for, like, game devs. Oh, wait, what? Oh, hey, I should have read that where it told me how to do the thing. Oh, that's not solid. But yeah, just talking GDQ. What the heck was that? I don't think any of that should have been possible. But it was cool. Reading does, in fact, help, yes. That was a taco something. I don't know what it was, but I do like things that come in taco forms. To cross large gaps, air dash just before you hit the ground. And now there's tridents. Because, you know, when I'm doing a Western thing, I think tridents. It's just the nature of the beast. But yeah, I think this thing's cute. It's got legs. It's a rough world, the character platformer, but I'm pulling for it. Okay, maybe I'm not pulling for the pitchfork. Pitchfork. Trident. Wait. Couldn't I just... Oh, yeah, I could do this the easy way, which is not dealing with any of that. Hey. You're supposed to die now. Woo, low hitboxes. You love me some low hitboxes. That's a badger. He shoots mushrooms. He probably doesn't shoot mushrooms. But believe. I killed one. Not what I meant to do there. The taco enemy is making me hungry. I could have had tacos today, but I declined because I was busy. I now have regrets for missing Taco Tuesday. Gotta go to sleep? Alright, see you later, Matt. Sleep well. Think of tacos. Dream of tacos. I just kind of want a taco. I mean, technically speaking, it's... Nah, I think it's too late for tacos in all forms, unfortunately. I'm not abandoning stream to go get tacos. That'd be silly. Maybe we'll get like a burrito tomorrow at the airport. The Qdoba burritos aren't terrible. And they're convenient because you can take them to whatever gate you're at, even if you're at one of the shitty end gates. You might be able to tell I have a bit of a preference for gates in the airport. Wait. That's... Okay, wait. Well, there has to be a secret down here if these are fragile. Aha! Secret exit! Here in the Nautics is Taco Friday? How? Or why? Taco Friday. Every day is Taco Friday with fries. I don't know if I'd want a taco with fries. It feels kind of redundant. You've already got so much carb going on. That was another thing I could add today if I had to go to a more annoying place. Went and had them look at me real quick because I was having some trouble with my sinuses, kinda. And they're like, yeah, it's probably just like a virus or an allergy or something. You probably will be fine in like a week. Okay. They gave me some Flonase. I took some. I think it's helping? It's hard to tell. There we go. Oh, not how we go at all. But yeah, I got enough stuff packed and I did my laundry, so I'm optimistic. I'll be able to get up and at them shortly after stream and not have to worry about being late to the airport. My flight's actually pretty late. It's at like 1 something. So if I delay a bit, it's not so... Oh, I remember this now, yeah. It's weird having two of those checkpoints so close to each other, but one of them's really just a CP1. Just to mess with you. Because everybody loves a good CP1 troll. Like I said, physics are a little, like, flashy, but honestly, it still plays pretty good. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do there. But I was sure it wasn't that. Hey. So we could air stall. Alright, Badger. You know what? I'm gonna let you live. Just out of politeness. We... My fingers still hurt from doing Kaizo yesterday. Anyway, the goal for this is just to beat the second boss, because I thought it was funny when I played it. I think that's about where I went to with GDQ. And then the rest of the first batch of indies is a little less, I have a little less to say about them, because I didn't play them. So the way it worked, actually, is they would have one group of indie devs and artists for the first half of GDQ, and one group for the second half, which I think is nice. Because, like, an awful lot of people don't go to the entirety of GDQ. They kind of pick and choose depending upon when their friends are doing, or the runs, or... Honestly, as an adult, if you have a straight job, it's kind of hard to get a whole week off and change. But... So, making so the indie devs could come out and do their stuff. All right, here we go. It's one of these bosses. Nope, no bubbles. He has the Dan fireball, I've just realized. That's what the Aardvark here has. This is what Cucumber has. It's the Dan fireball. Which is arguably one of the best fireballs in Street Fighter. Bizarrely enough. Because apparently Dan does them one-handed. You would think that's a bad thing, but apparently, like, in terms of key users and whatnot, like, doing your fireballs one-handed is difficult. So Ken and Ryu are cheating, is all I'm saying. Dan plays it straight. You know, I don't think I want to be near any of those. There's also no ducking. It's kind of weird. But we beat up a shark. That's what we came here for. Again, that MIDI. Tubular bells. I do love it. Got Fireball. While grounded with aura. Well, we have to try out the bigger Fireball, since I was just dissing his Fireball. Saying he has the Dan Fireball. Alright. So, while grounded, we'll just do one level. Cucumber the Aardvark. Super. Versus Marsupial. Marsup. Also, I just realized how similar that is to, like, the Mega Man X. And he's dabbing. Of course he's dabbing. Why wouldn't he be dabbing? Okay. Well, you have to hit it with a big old fireball. That's what that is. It's a fireball game. I just want to see how, like, good the fireball is. Versus... Yeah, I just realized we're in a corporate environment. Okay, so that just goes until it doesn't. Okay, you know what? That is a far more badass fireball than I was expecting. Hit long range while aura on the ground. Okay. Alright. Credit where credit's due. That is much cooler. Oh, I see. Or do I see? I'm not sure I do. Okay, that actually works. You can use normal ones on that. Oh, those are spiky. Apparently I didn't understand the instructions. I'm really good at getting caught in those gates. That's the one thing I'm certain of now. Yeah, I didn't play any of these levels. Just need to maintain aura. That's all I need to do. That's not hard. Those are pencils. Oh, I thought they were candles. Throw a fireball and then use the aura charge. Or I could just get the aura charge anyway. I beat up Water Cooler Bobcat. I feel a little bit bad about it, but, you know, he's Water Cooler Bobcat. I like the motivational poster. You know, I just need to do a double jump there instead of whatever I'm doing. Like, the timing's lenient enough. What do you want me to do? Throw a fireball, quit Y, and then quickly jump on it. Ooh. Okay. That's intriguing. Hey, it's a Pepe Sylvia thing over there. Let's see about doing this. Yeah, you can ride it. That's kind of cool. Ride a fireball towards the button. Alright. What? Guess it wasn't towards the button enough. Slinky, slink. Oh. Alright. What's up, Hawaluta? What's up, Weregoose? You are a Bobcat, you throw a hissy fist? Absolutely. You never seen this game? This was only available, like, there were 2 sets of games. I think I mentioned this just a little bit earlier, but there were 2 sets of indie devs. And so this was out the first day. Like, the first day I was there. So I showed up on, like, Wednesday. I thought they'd still be there. Turns out they weren't. So this is a little bit weird and clunky. I don't know why that part isn't working so well. The collision detection there, but we'll beat this level and then I'll move on because there's a decent amount to cover. And I always forget to actually move along in a timely manner when dealing with these things. Whee! Oh wait, what? He throws used water glasses? That is so unsanitary, bro. We are not dealing with that. Cannot believe Water Cooler Bobcat would do something that evil. I thought he was cool. Like the water that he stood by, but no, he's just a fool. He's no Bubsy the Bobcat, is all I'm saying. Okay. What the heck is that? Like a rodent or something. Alright. Anyway. I kind of want to see the end of this. With the coffee. Probably a bad idea, given the time limits we have here, but I have to say, this has gone places. We went to a castle, then we went to the Wild West, and now we're in an office. I can't think of any other game that's taken me to such places like this that wasn't completely abstract. Maybe Micro Machines? It's an interesting collection of ideas. The corporate frog. Everyone knows he's the most dangerous of the office employees. What's this? Maybe it's like a bathroom sign? I really don't know. Like, aardvarks this way, humans that way? What's out here? Death! I kind of would like to know that. Huh. It appears... Oh my goodness, okay. So I've got to hit that button, then that button. Huh. I'm not sure about this one. Okay. I'm sure I don't like that frog. Give myself a little bit more time. Give myself a little less time. So I'm pretty sure it resets the world, so it will have already been closed off or not. And we can just do that. Oh, they're permanent buttons. Well, that was convenient. You never know with buttons in video games. Sometimes they just do what they want. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe blue ones are temporary. And red ones are permanent pushes. And that was the thing I was missing. Yeah, that's a nice little ding noise. That's a good sign. Yeah, okay. See, that taught me the mechanic that I thought I understood up until that point. I'd say my only like big issue with this game is frequently I can't see where I'm going enough to make good decisions. Like that, like there was a frog there. I had to intuit there would be a frog. I had to intuit there would be a frog there. Alright, well that's locked off. Okay, so I think this will unlock this button, which will unlock that button, which gets me killed. Alright. At least the frog's still dead. That's the important part. Alright, cool. It was a fun little loop. I feel like there was a puzzle like that in Adversity. Was looking at some stuff I had for Adversity that I probably needed to finish a while ago and haven't. I built up a list of like where the solutions were, and I needed to turn that into something more meaningful, and I've forgotten to. Aha! The projector pusher! Only the second most dangerous office thing beyond the Bobcat. Is this a beaver? I guess that's the joke. I feel like I'm not supposed to do what I'm doing right here, where I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna jump up directly and ignore the actual issue. Pat forgot what? That there should be a games list? I didn't make one. I didn't make a chat command. Probably should for these sorts of things. Should probably fling myself directly into the pencils. Nope. Oh good, that didn't kill me. This office is not very ADA compliant. You'll be hearing from my Aardvark lawyer. I'm still not sure what those signs are trying to tell me. Oh, wait, hold up. There's probably more. Yeah, there's like 4 locks. Okay, that's what it's telling me. Oh, friggin' frogs. Fighter frogs. Okay. I didn't realize I had a combo thing going on where I get like a bigger fireball on the 3rd one. I wonder if that's mechanically significant. It's also weird that you can't hit fireballs with your face. Or fireball switches with your face. Oh boy. Okay. Wait, there's 3 of them? Ah, this is a problem. Nuts. The coffee got me. And success! I do like the ringing to let you know you've opened the entire gateway. Like, it's not just one of the gateways you opened, or 2. The ringing is actually pretty a nice little feature. Oh, good. Oh, good. Okay, we have another gate somewhere. I guess this, like, opens for the briefest of times. Yep. You're supposed to teach me something else, but I chose a different lesson to take. Okay. Sladookin! I understand the level. I understand the assignment. Alright. Oh, come on. I was hoping to be the boss chamber. Okay, that's actually a useful bit of information, isn't it? That you're allowed to... Ow. That you're allowed to... Where am I? Oh, it moved me forward. Confusingly. Alright, so we have... No, we're not putting up with that. Sometimes I don't quite get this. What was the point of that? Did that actually unlock the... Oh, it did. It had, they can have multiple purposes. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't assume, like, puzzle platformer when I initially saw this game. But it's definitely going more in that direction. Meant to air stall. Oh, come on, get up there. Okay, button's not here. Ah, I see the problem now. Good news! I'm not stuck in there. I like when games actively don't soft lock you. It's a nice feature. I'd say that's also going to go instantly. I wonder where the frog gets to do more damage, like take more damage than anything else in this game. Ooh. Oh, actually, that's kind of cool. You can't actually make that up. I think that was the intended solution. I'm not sure why I did that. There's nothing up there. Like, there's literally nothing up here. One of the weird things about doing a game like this is I feel like it's a very empty world. Brilliant. Like, I kind of want, like, something to collect or something. I don't know. I feel like there's got to be a purpose for going off beaten paths sometimes. Like, with puzzle platformers, it's because there's a puzzle over there. But for more standard platformers, it's a harder sell to, like, just want to go exploring for the sake of exploring, unless it's actually an exploring-type game. And some platformers aren't puzzle-type games. You know, that's just not what they are. But with all the switches here, now I'm starting to wonder. Levels have definitely gotten a lot longer. Oh, he does a kick? Huh. Ah, whoops. But wait, there's more! Also, it probably isn't going to be that bad, because there's only like 4 games. Period. I really wanted to make sure I had this one down. Can I hit multiple switches? No. It's air. Okay. It's air stalling. That's cute. But wait, there's more. I really just want to see what the boss is. Like, the corporate thing. It's got me. It's got me enthralled. I guess that is a virtue of exploring, is occasionally you won't end up dying to something stupid. By virtue of the fact that you got an extra checkpoint. Ow. Those are actually rigged pretty long. I'm surprised. That's one of the weird things about not resetting the world. Like, after... failed attempt. Oh, whoops. Yeah, not changing it after a failed attempt is like the world stays in an indeterminate state. Because you've gotten some of the things, but you don't have all of the things, and so you kind of have to come back around, which is weird. That's one. I like the noise when you kill the Slinky. It's a satisfying sound. I need to kill one of them. There we go. We got the door open. Man, those projector carts. Good old transparency projector. I haven't seen one of those in years, for good reason. Because nobody does that anymore. Oh. Ah, okay, I messed this one up. See, I like these little puzzles. They're satisfying in a way. The way the frogs are not. There's this bobcat. There we go. I thought that was a long section. Okay. I think it's telling me the elevator is this way. Like, I think I finally figured it out. It took me way too long to figure that out, to be honest. But that's what it's telling me. There's an elevator over here. And we out. Come on, please be the boss room. Oh, I just want to see what the boss is. Oh, I saved my air jump for way too long. Can definitely make that without doing what it wants me to. Or do that way. That works too. This is suspicious. I'm glad I checked. Nothing over there, though. Oh. Well, that's not gonna help. Okay, so where's the other switch? There's too many switches. This is an odd little maze. Okay, so now I can go through here. Yeah, okay. I see this. And no. Maybe I don't see it. Okay. I got that one open at least. Which is, I guess, what I wanted all along. It kind of feels like the kind of level design where it like circles in into a point. Oh, that's what it wanted me to do, and then I didn't. Okay, get my charge back. I think there was something down there that I wanted. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, so we can't just rush that. We need to chill for a second. We don't get hit by the hot coffee mod. Hot coffee's bad for you. If you're a Rockstar developer. Something so very annoying about that, where you're like, you did the thing you needed to do, and then you immediately jump. Wait, what, that ate it? Huh. But it's okay, we got the Slinky. Slinkies. I guess this is where I want to go. Oh good, the side of the spikes don't hurt you. That's one of those things that always annoys me. I feel like the frog's tongue didn't actually touch me there, but whatever. Very classic Marioism, like have the side of the spikes. It's clearly not even pointy, kill you immediately. Oh, hello. No, 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 I missed it. And the button killed me. Oh my. Hello. I see your plans. Sup to Goocher, sup Blue Ribbon, sup at DJNB, sup Dop Dash, sup Bounce House 42. I still have to figure out if I'm going. The timing is not as ideal as I had hoped, and I keep getting killed by birds. Anyway, before I get too distracted, thank you all for the raids. How are your streams? What were y'all up to? I assume this was a collaboration effort. But I am tempted. The biggest problem with GDQ right now is, like, all the things I really would want to, like, all of the runs I'm excited about would be happening, like, around when I need to leave. So, Trinidad and Tobago, yeah. Oh, there we go, I finally got the boss. This was not what I was expecting. I was not expecting a robot. A robot human resources officer. You're not going. Fair enough, Howalute. They're crushed a few times as well as the birds? Yes, certainly. You know, maybe I shouldn't stand there and let him rocket me. He's a rocket man. Yeah, that's a bit of a dumb gag I put in there when I fixed a bug with something. I forget what bug I fixed. Oh, hello. Maybe that's what I want to do, is I want to hit him. That's marsupial. Anyway, what we're doing here. There were a bunch of indie games at GDQ this year. Like, they started doing like an artist alley and having some people who were busy making indie games show up. And so we're just going to play some of them and talk about them. That's really it. Talking more than playing, because not all of them have demos. But Cucumber the Aardvark, however, does have a demo, so... Dang, I thought I got ahead of myself there. Oh yeah, Trinidad Tomato. That's when I fixed a bug in my TTS parsing. That was it. Because I had a really dumb bug. Also, Hadouken! Apparently, if you get too far away from him, he uses a giant laser. Cool. Is that good? Do I want him to use a giant laser? I don't think it matters in practice. I'm not sure I'm doing damage when it makes the clunky noises. I like his animation. I only get one hit, though. He's about to do a dash. It's very slow. Oh, no, wait, what's this? The thing is chasing me. Do they lose... Okay, they lose... Oh, they don't lose cohesion. Dang it! Yes, just a aardvark named Kiko. I was going to point out, there's not a lot of things that have aardvarks as protagonists. Only Cerberus, and this, as far as I can point out. Maybe there's others I'm not aware of. Oh no, I'm dead. I wasn't ready for the giant laser of death. Alright, I don't want him fighting fire. Okay, never mind. I thought that he had like a method to this. But it looks like he just... Oh no, there's unhappy faces. I'm gonna climb the wall, I'll Mega Man X. Apparently that didn't matter. I guess that probably meant he was in his weakness phase. Right then. And I just opted not to do anything. Thank you for the follow. Normally, if I'm playing something, I have an integration, because we're looking at games and demos, not so much today. I've already spent an hour on this. Dang it. The Aardvark is strong. The call of the Aardvark is strong. But anyway, I might go to GDQ. I'm not at GDQ. I'm still on the fence. I've got a lot of traveling coming up. Oh, yeah, it is sad for him. That is letting us know that it's his time. Okay, cool. We learned something. We're dumb, but we learned it. Never mind, we didn't. We didn't learn anything. What? I hope he doesn't do too many hits. I've only ever hit him once, so... I'm not sure what to do when the giant laser goes off, if I'm not in the right spot. Yeah, okay, that is probably what I just need to do, just charge myself up and move. There we go. So not complicated. Not complicated. Just need to focus on the few attacks that are happening. His charge is very slow. Come on. Alright, do another one. Why not? I'm safe up here. Another charge. And then more attacks. I'm sort of going to throw a Hadouken just because I can. I underestimated the size of that hitbox. I do think that attacking the shell makes a difference in moving cycles, maybe. But I'm not really... Ow. Sure. I need to stop standing so close to the giant robot. Oop. And then there's these things. It sometimes feels like it happens independently of what I'm doing. Thankfully, that has an audio towel. And unfortunately, because he's not on the ground, I can't throw out the really big Hadouken. As much as I want to. I really do want the big Hadouken. There doesn't seem like to be a direct correlation. Oh, he's doing... Yeah, I think there is a direct correlation. I take it back. And apparently, he's almost dead, judging by the pie chart that I just noticed. This is an interesting way to display information in the background screens. Oh, those are missiles. I forgot about the missile attack. It's been so long since they've done anything impactful. They can't go up. Panic. Okay, I think he's down to one more thing. Worst part is this attack gets me really far away. No! Yeah, I won't pop mid-attack. I do have a really wussy fireball, but... Oh, that didn't even hit. Oh. Oh, that was lucky. He only takes 5 hits. That's the good news. Yeah, I can use my fireball too, huh? Sucker. Even the missiles are just... Oh, I did. Okay, I need to stop trying to rush this. These are this is my least favorite attack. I need to just be patient on that attack. There's nothing good in there. Usually stops earlier. Should not yield. Only yield return. And then the friggin' ninja stars. Well, he's not going to be weak at this point in time, so we got that going for us. When you attack, you're completely immobilized, by the way. Even in the air. Like, you could use it to air stall, which is fascinating to me. Oh, good! Ow. You got your big laser, I got mine. It's no final spark. I can tell you that much. There we go. No. Okay, one more. What's up, Gary Gadget? How you doing? Trying not to do stupid in the last few seconds here. Oh no! Ah! Any other attack, I would have been fine. Surprisingly long boss. Okay, now he's gonna slowly move forward. And then see if he's... He's about to laser me. Trying to get Go mode and Tears of the Kingdom rando. Oh, nice. I didn't even know there was a rando for that. Oh, I did. Oh, wait. No, I'm not dead. Cool. I can't get my aura back until after I... Oh, goodness. And there's this spark again. I think usually that's a good sign. Okay. This time, I'm not succumbing to being dumb like that. Okay, we're down to the final hit for another friggin' time. And unlike last time, we're not, like, standing there right where he can wreck us. Dang, damn it! I cannot believe I keep getting killed by that. I feel like he's basically dead at that point, and I just keep doing the dumb. Okay. Okay, there we go. That dash was really bad. That's interesting. You know, I never considered just baiting that out before. Really should have. Is that it? Nope. Apparently the pie chart lied to me. Go the other way. Oh, nuts! Why does this boss have like a million friggin' hit points? Or did I miscalculate again? I must have miscalculated again. I just love that animation of him, like, just mashing the controls and hoping. There's something about it. Very satisfying. That was a warning is another 1 or 2. I thought I hit him once on the warning, so I guess you need 1 or 2 instead of just 1, which feels better with how they genuinely would implement such a thing. I'm gonna be on the other side of him. Come on. Alright. Considering each one requires seeing the mech a dozen times. Yep. Ugh. Okay. Okay, now we're back in warning territory. What's he gonna do? Laser. Okay, cool. Not dying to that. You know, that's why this was going so well. This particular attack hadn't shown up yet. Okay, I guess I just miscounted. It's a long fight. I wonder what the trick is. Apparently there is a trick to sometimes, you know, having a shorter fight in these ones. But we did it. We beat him up. We beat up Marsupial, who is apparently now skydiving away, which I definitely did not expect him to do. And Cucumber seems irate. Alright, well. Like I said, I need to move on from here. We'll see what the book says, and maybe play with it for half a second, and then leave. Cucumber learns double jump. Okay, well, that's a double jump. That's what you do. We know how double jumping works. We don't need to reprise that. There's so little to do in so much time. We'll double jump once and see what the other boss critter is and leave this alone. The Foreman. He appears some sort of ant, I guess. Didn't even read his whole name. That was a grasshopper. Oh. We had a jump. It was sort of a dash jump. So, you know what? Actually, I think we did. I'm confused as to what this got us. But anyway, like I said, fun game. I got a little too obsessed with beating up the Marsupial. All right, here's the actual game list that I probably should have put on screen a while ago. Let us move on to the next thing, which is not Chrome. Dice Tower. Dice Tower was also cool. Why is this so laggy? What is with the universe today? I do not understand what Firefox has against, like, I have something running that's eating my CPU that isn't obvious? Desktop window manager. I don't know. Anyway, this is like Metroid, not a Metroidvania, but like it's an interesting game. Basically, you start every round by wagering how fast you can complete this little area. You jump around in there. It's a platforming puzzle type thing. And you gamble to get upgrades, which is really cool. That's like the really cool part of this. And as you go through your little maze, you collect more dice. And you can decide your outcome by selecting specific, like not select your outcome, but like change the odds of your outcome by picking better dice or worse dice. You have some dice that always roll 1. You have some dice that only roll odd numbers or big numbers or multiply things. It was a really cool game, and actually even came with some swag. I may as well show off the swag. That's not swag. Where's the swag? Swag's over here. Maybe that's why. Maybe I close that. But yeah, like, they had some cool stuff. I got a bunch of stickers. I don't know why I put the GDQ thing upside down. Empire Ship made this sticker. It was really cool. But yeah, like, this particular dice people actually had dice, that just a big bucket of dice. So if you did well, you could get a big scoop of dice. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. I just wanted one. I actually found another one after I took the picture, so I forgot about that. Mistakes were made. But it's still nice to get a little bit of swag for that kind of thing. Let's see, does that fix the problem? Nope. Oh. That actually looks about the same. Never mind, I don't know. Being weird today. It's being weird. But yeah, Dice Tower looked like a lot of fun. There's no demo, unfortunately. But I did play it, so it was fun. Here's where I messed up. Here's where I messed up seriously. Because they had different groups for different parts of the week, I thought I could just come back to this one tomorrow. Other than the fact it was made by the people who made One Shot and it's some sort of gardening-themed game, legitimately don't know much about it. I should turn up the volume on this. But it looked cool from what little I saw, but I didn't play it, so I can't really say much. I don't know why gardening seems to be a big thing recently with indie games. I've seen a lot of gardening games, maybe because of the success of Stardew Valley, but like Stardew Valley has been popular for like 10 years now. But I felt like even at PAX I was seeing a lot of gardening games. Or maybe people are just like, no, Animal Crossing is so good, we need more games related to farming. But also, I have no idea what this game is. Like, what is this? Farming sim adventure casual point and click. Maybe this would really be up my alley. I like the Pepe Sylvia thing here. The areas that this character is running through look really cool. It's a very, like, pastel aesthetic. It's a nice one. I really wish I just played the demo. I kind of regret not playing the demo, like I said. Hey, look, Jupiter. Or Saturn. How do I get Saturn and Jupiter mixed up? They're not remotely similar. But yeah, I like a good Pepe Sylvia graph. Maybe one day when I get back around to Outer Wilds, we'll have more Pepe Sylvia going on. Yeah, it looked cool. It's a game about gardening-themed mystery. It's a gardening-themed mystery exploration game about the world of human dreams and developers from the developers of One Shot. Over the course of 6 weeks, seeks to find out more about this world in order to unravel the mystery surrounding his own life and his own death. Yeah, it sounds like kind of a Yumi Nikki kind of game, but who knows? This does look interesting, though. You know, but you only get like 6 weeks. I wonder if there's actually like a hard limit kind of thing. One of those kinds of games. Yeah, I don't know. This is behaving very weirdly. I probably should have reset Firefox. Oh well. Anyway, something that wasn't actually one of the games that was shown during the middle of the week. So this was actually just always in the practice room. This is Dan Salvato's most recent thing he's doing. You can see Dan Salvato. It's an Amiga game, and he had an Amiga out, and just anyone who wanted to play the Amiga could come and play it. And so a lot of people did, and it's a really cool game. It's very much I want to be the guy with some Toho kind of stuff going on. There's your character sprite. You walk across the screen. But this all works on the Amiga, like it was a legit Amiga we were playing on. He had some interesting ideas about debugging and stuff that were really cool, like adding registers you could throw printf statements at, or maybe the emulator support that natively. I don't know. Unfortunately, there's not a demo for this either, but people spent a lot of time messing around and playing because it was just fun. Like, as you can see, the basic area is, I want to be the guy, let's avoid bad things. And there's a certain restriction on palette, because I think that there's some trickery happening with collision detection using sprite hits, if I recall correctly. Turns out Dan Salvato loves talking tech, so we and him spent a lot of time talking about how things work on, like, the SNES versus the Amiga. And even at one point, after I had finished playing this game, in fact, I think I have My score here. Yeah, this was my time. I had 12 deaths in 5 minutes. I think that's pretty good. But most of the deaths were taken at after the boss, so you can zoom forward a bit. Yeah, you can see there's some plot. And then there's... Skip the plot, because the plot's not important. A boss fight! So definitely some Toho inspiration here. You've been tricked? Tricked by what? But there, see, the Toho inspiration. There's some really cool stuff happening with the palettes here. You can see the background, how the bullets turn red as they go around. I don't remember the exact trickery here. I think it has to do with reserving some colors and doing some very simple addition with the background. Talked to Neely when I was playing Canyon and figure you're calling it. No, this was the start. Canyon bookends all streams of certain types. It bookends this one, it bookends the other one. So anyway, this is where the bulk of the difficulty comes in. You've got to avoid the bullets, you got to avoid the character, who's twice your size, I just realized. I'm going to be going for a little bit still. There's more to cover. But anyway, the real interesting thing here was that if you managed to beat the game in under... the demo in like under 5 minutes with 0 deaths, you were qualified for the Insanity mode, where basically, like, there's limits to the number of bullets you can spawn here. You can kind of see where they're happening. Those aren't hardware limits. So basically, if you wanted to and managed to qualify, you could play the Insanity mode, where basically the limits on the bullets were just gone. Like, it would spawn as many bullets as the hardware could handle, as much as it physically could happen. And as far as I know, there were only 2 people who cleared it. Echo Ravenna spent a long time trying, and probably would have gotten it if they hadn't gotten sick partway through GDQ, which sucks for them, because being sick sucks in general, and it sucks more because I think they were volunteering as well. But the other 2, Trash Lord Oscar, I think he had also beaten this at AGDQ the year before. In this mode, it spawns a lot more circles, and they're more harder to deal with. Was it this mode that was the hard one? Also Thab. Thab picked it up real quick. The Beast picked it up real quick and finished it with reasonable time. Though I took a picture of his winning screen. As you can see, lots of deaths on more than an hour because it only has that level of resolution. But yeah, mostly the point here is that Dan Salvato, pretty cool guy. We sat around and watched Amiga demos for a while at one point, just because that was the thing to do. And the Amiga is a really interesting piece of hardware that just most Americans don't think much about, because it wasn't really all that popular in the US compared to, like, the UK and other places. Like, they had a lot of weird mini computers, or microcomputers, back when people called them those such things. This was the mode that really got Echo. When you die here, you only go back one mode, which is really nice. So, like, you go back to the prior mode as opposed to the very beginning of the fight. So, like, you have a chance to do this, but Echo was having problems getting the consistency in this round, so that they could move on to the next one, which was also a doozy. Again, just a lot more bullets in this round. This was the hard one, because, like, there's just so many bullets that could actually spawn, and you have to get in the right position to get all the shots off. And then there's this. This is just silly. If you're not familiar, that's the Amiga logo, and there's a very famous demo scene demo of the bouncing Amiga logo. A relatively early one, I want to say, like 80s. And so that's a thing. The fancier mode also has the Insanity mode also has bullet spawners there. But anyway, this is cool. I got to see a little bit of the behind-the-scenes stuff and saw some of the later-to-come levels in the dev Discord. I'm not in the dev Discord. I just got to see them because that's where they posted it. They were being posted. And it's really cool. Lots of people who are really cool are working on this. I don't know if I should say their names other than Dan Salvato because his name's on this. But I can assure you that there are some cool people whose names you probably know of from the Mario scene who are working on this. Anyway, this was just cool. It was a fun experience. We'd definitely play again. I'll probably buy this when it comes out. I don't know if I'll be able to beat it, but I definitely want to play it. Try to unlock hard mode. I mean, it seems difficult. Like, I don't think I was remotely close. My one attempt, like I said. I got kind of close. The practice rooms are just cool in general. I may as well, like, use the intermission between the 2 days to kind of talk about that. Oh yeah, just, I guess, quick things. One, I had to take a friggin' bus to my airplane. I hate when that happens. I was flying out of the D gates, and they've added the, like, bus terminals out of the D gates of SeaTac Airport. And this is SeaTac Airport from the outside when you're on a bus. I don't love buses on airports. Also, I was the last person due to a certain amount of delays to pick up their badge. I got there 5 minutes beforehand. I even booked my flights with the attempt that I wouldn't do this again this year, to be the last attendee to get their badge for the day. And I failed. I was still the last one. The taxi driver was actually pretty helpful. I'm like, dude, can I just give you cash quick? I just gave him cash, grabbed my stuff, ran right up the escalators. It was the only thing to do at that point. And other things, practice room lets you check out hardware. At one point, I did get to use this really cool, what is this thing again? Twin Famicom, which is both a Japanese Nintendo system, Famicom, and a disk system. It's got the floppy disk built right in, so you could play either. And the controllers, of course, are attached because that's how they did it in Japan at the time. And I got to play this. One important thing that they didn't say and was really scary is they gave me a generic generic Famicom. It might have been a generic Nintendo power adapter, but it turns out this thing must use its power adapter. Otherwise, the power adapter gets really hot, and the thing is... I didn't let any magic smoke out, but it was a scary moment when I realized that it wasn't working, and I had my flash card plugged in and everything. I was not happy for that. Also, if you get the Famicom to Nintendo adapter, you have to use it upside down. It's weird. That's just how it works. Don't ask me why. Anyway, close that one. We'll go down to the next in the list is Impulse. Anon's game, Anonymous Bloodlust, a.k.a. the creator of Hacker's Dreams, 1F8, and other things, as well as by the name Shell Jump. He has a great many names. This is a very Kaizo game. There's also music. It's very quiet. But the point here is, like, it's a really cool platforming game that's really tricky. I got to see some of the the end game levels because Anon was working on some, and yeah, I can tell you, I'll buy this. I'm never going to complete this legitimately. I'm going to enjoy watching others. Feel so guilty. I haven't done any testing. Yeah, I thought he was trying to get it done by the end of the year, so you might want to get on that if you're going to help. But I don't know. I was going to message Anon, but then, like, every time I thought about doing this stream, I got distracted by something, and then I never found a timeline. Haven't played video games since GDQ. Fair enough. Fair enough. They're time-consuming and not always the best thing to do. Like, today I spent a lot of time doing everything else I needed to do. Like laundry and dishes and a few other tasks, like actual work I get paid for. Which is good. I did 4 hours of work I actually got paid for. And got to double dip a little bit because one of the things was a long-running screen. One nice feature about this, actually, that kind of glossing over here is, like, there are friendly features to make this easier for people who aren't, you know, at the absolute, like, zenith of Kaizo skill. You can record demos, you can watch the demo input on the other side, and you can slow down. There are save states. There's, like, a bunch of stuff to make it so that, like, if you think you can do this, you probably can. And Anon is nuts. He tests by, like, switching his hands up left and right, by turning the controllers upside down and playing that way, just all sorts of stuff to test his own levels, because, like, once you've played a level, you can't really unplay it. But you can make it a lot harder for yourself, which was cool. A couple of things to show off here. Anon went to Best Buy and actually acquired computers and monitors for the demo thing, which is apparently what people do. It's just an exhibitor thing people do at, like, PAX and stuff, is you buy those and then you return them. That's just how it works. I don't know. So anyway, I ended up helping Anon schlep these around for a little bit during GDQ before setup. Basically, didn't want to leave all that kit out on the floor. So, like, here's what the setup looks like with Anon censored because I don't know if he wants his picture out there. Surprised and happy. Apparently, that's just a thing people do. Like, on all the indie dev servers, this is what they do. But, like, you could kind of see the setup. There's, like, Impulse right here, occluded by the rectangle that is Anon. And it looks really good and played really well. And this is just sort of the general thing. Like, this area here was pretty close to the board game room, which is over here. I think there's an escape room right here. That's what's behind those doors. And then the main floor of GDQ is to the right from this. You can't see it. Doesn't help. But there's, you know, this. He was part of the second wave of these. You can see there's different things here. And there's the Impulse banner, which looked really good. There's also some QR codes and stuff that were printed out so people could go and wishlist it. You helped him break down. Oh, good. Yeah, that was exciting. That whole thing was exciting. That's about all I say about Impulse. Buy Impulse. It's going to be cool. Yeah, like, it's a cool game, cool developer, and just interesting guy to talk to. Really interesting guy to talk to. I had a lot of fun talking to Anon. It was really cool to meet him in person and have more chill time. Because, like, when I met him at PAX, you know, he's in presenter mode, and during GDQ, there's a lot of more downtime. He also got some really good shout-outs during the Mario sections. But, yeah, this is one to watch. Hopefully out soon. Unbeatable. Okay. So, yeah, this one. I don't know why I chose this. There's a Steam link. This one, I think, came out. Oh, no, it got delayed by, like, a week or two. It was supposed to come out, like, this week. Anyway, the basic thing is this is kind of a rhythm game with a lot of plot. There we go. So, like, you're in a future where music's been outlawed, aka Revolution X. And what's nice, they did actually spring for high-quality anime cutscenes. We're not seeing them well here, because, again, the frame rate of Firefox is garbage today. I don't know why this is happening to me. But, like, it's got some original songs. They put a lot of work into it. I don't love the premise, and I don't like the rhythm game all that much, but I suspect this will make a non-trivial number of people really happy between the aesthetics. And one thing I didn't really like is, like, you can fail the rhythm sections, and it doesn't really affect the story because they want you to keep moving along, and you don't have an option to retry them. I found that to be a little bit jarring. But overall, it seems cute. I was planning to look at the demo at least a little bit because I got it working, and it was out. So, but yeah, it's rhythm adventure game where music is legal and you do crimes. Follow the story of beat in your band, on the run, and a narrative experience full of big emotions powered by arcade flawless rhythm gameplay. Like I said, like with rhythm games, I want like a peripheral. I don't really love playing on my keyboard or my gamepad. I really just want to like play DDR, or I want to strum or beat on the drums. That's just me though. But yeah, no, it's aesthetically a really beautiful game. And I think I probably like the adventure section stuff more. I played through some of that. But I just got to a point where it was just kind of like done. It was okay. Only saw the opening scenes. It was really easy just to watch the opening scenes. The big problem, especially, is that like if you play the demo the way you're supposed to, is it's a very long tutorial, and then you kind of get to some plot, but it took a long time. Anyway, let me check my sheet and get this set up properly. I need this at -19, which I already have it set at. Let's turn this on. I just love the laptop on my lap. That's too much laptop. Unbeatable. Yes. Okay, cool. Yes. Okay, cool. Everything is set up correctly. Did get past the tour. Well, the funny thing is they had it rigged up in... I forgot to Alt-Tab so you all can see what's going on. I need to change the input here to... Not that. Unbeatable Demo. Hopefully you didn't get to see that. Perfect. Thank you for playing our demo. And hopefully the audio works. But yeah, press F. We're done. We're pressing A. We have options. So yeah, we could do the story. We'll do a little bit of the story, but like the thing. Actually, I should probably turn the difficulty down, or at least skip. But basically, you can see like it tells you what you need to do.
You should be sitting up straight, but without.
There's also a little like Jet Set Radio in here. I feel like a little bit in the DNA. But you can see the deal here. You have to switch back and forth. And it's music. This was also in the practice room a lot of the time. Like, they had, like, random rhythm games up and running. So you could actually try them out. And this was on for a while. I think to the point where it's starting to drive me nuts because there was exactly one song that was being played on it consistently. And, like, that's all I could hear after a while. Oh, wait, you don't want that. I don't want to get hit by Doritos. Let's not get hit by Doritos, but hit the Pikachus. Yeah. I'm not really sure what to do with that. But yeah, this is what the game's, like, half of the gameplay is, and the other half is adventure. And the problem is, like, demoing an adventure game is really hard, because, like, you need people to care about the adventure part of the adventure game. Like, a game you can pick up and play immediately, and not have to care too much, helps a lot for demoing at these events. But an adventure game, there's a lot of reading to be done. There's an awful lot of watching to be done. You need to, like, get people engrossed in it first. And that's a harder sell than just, like, here is my platformer. Let us play our platformer. To some extent, I do think that maybe the better idea would have been to just, like, show the rhythm part instead. But this was also at PAX. Not at PAX. It was, I think, at the Indie. No, it wasn't at the Indie. It had their own little event. They had a demo of this somewhere in Seattle during PAX. So I think they are a Seattle developer, but I don't know much. Anyway. Those try to shake it up a bit. Similar to Muse Dash or other based rhythm games, have similar feelings on this one. Some set of people really dig this, but don't think it's... Yeah, exactly. Like, I did want to see the opening cutscene again because, like, again, it's well animated. They put a lot of money into this, doing good animation. Like, you can definitely see there's some 3D backgrounding. Not going to complain. Also, they're doing that thing where everyone has silly names that are related to, you know, music, like Rest and Paco. I guess these are just Paco. I don't know. But, like, you need to read through all of this. Things I do appreciate. Good text engine. We saw some text wiggling earlier. I appreciate in RPGs and in other games where they actually do something with the text as opposed to just, like, italicize or make it blue. Like, people can do... Like, see there, you got that kind of thing. I don't know if Paper Mario was the first to do this, but it's definitely the first one I knew to do this kind of thing with the text, and I appreciate it. Also, good kerning. Good kerning is always important. Oh, yeah, I guess I'm moving. I'm this person. I think I'm an antagonist now. This lets us get our look at the various people. The drummer? Ow. But yeah, like, this is telling you all about the assorted, like, characters. You have the bassist, you have the vocalist, the guitarist, and, of course, the little girl. Also, a little bit like Gorillaz DNA in this, I would say, you know? Because, like, you've got this, like, group of people, this kind of ragtag group of band people who don't all really fit together entirely. It's a little bit odd. Gorillaz was kind of odd. Yeah, that was it. She's so short she doesn't even fit in there. I think she's like 12 or something, is the deal. I'm not reading all that, unfortunately. And, of course, like, these two... like, goons here. Like, I get real Team Rocket vibes from both of them. Like, I really feel they're gonna kidnap a Meowth anytime soon. But, yeah. We'll see at least to the point where, like, we're playing as the major character and wander around. But, like, this just isn't really my kind of game. As much as I like adventure games, the rhythm sections leave me a bit cold. I don't know. Normally try to read plots is where you stop. That's the thing, though. Like, this is a lot of text. One of those things I kind of wish some developers would do, and I understand why they don't, is actually have a demo that is significantly different than your release version. Like, actually make a small scenario partway through the game, or available, or an entirely different scenario. So, like, Final Fantasy VII, when they had the demo disc for that, for PC, you started in, like, right before June. And so you got to see, not before June, where was it? The coal mine. So you got to see a lot of the game deeper. You got to see cool mechanics you wouldn't see if you started in Midgar, like summons and other things. It gave you a better look into what the game was really like. And then on the other hand, you have a game like Danganronpa V3, which, like, puts you in a unique, like, does show you the beginning of the game and sets up the premise just like the rest of the game, but then throws you a curveball with a completely different mystery with different protagonists. It's not long, but it shows you what the game is like very effectively. Anyway. They live in garbage because they're at a dump, I guess. I think this is after they fell off the train. I feel like they'd be more dangerous. Maybe I shouldn't leave yet. But what if I want to leave now? But I think I do. This is also like another like PlayStation style thing. The 2D sprites on a 3D background. I'm not sure I like having both types of shadow looking at this now. Like, you've got this like proper like stencil shadow, and then you have a shadow right below the character. It's a little bit odd to have two shadows. I don't know. But like I said, it's kind of hard to demo this kind of game at the convention itself. It just doesn't work very well. I kind of felt for them. But, like, yeah, this is, like I said, it's not for me. But it's one of the, like, 3 things that had a demo, so we were going to play it. At least for a few minutes. Clearly, the world must have 2 suns. Clearly. Alright, Crokinole. This was silly. I don't know what to... Oh, I should have left that open with the... Do I still have the swag open? I still have the swag open. Good. Crokinole Chaos. It's Crokinole, which is apparently very popular in the Midwest. It's very similar to other tile-y games where you shove them around, like Carom. So when I went and talked to these guys, they're like, have you ever played anything like this? I think so. I'm like, I played it in India. And like, oh, I know that game. We need to talk to our dev. He knows that game. It's like, oh, yes, Carom, of course. I'm like, oh, Carom. Yeah, that's what I played. I'd forgotten about it. Anyway, you have a certain number of pucks. Your goal is to like get in the middle or to shove some people out. I forget exactly it. I played it in real life. They had a real life board, which, boof, this thing. I suspect this ended up being like a prize. But like you have your discs on the outside and you want to get to the inside. Or maybe it's like you get more points the further you're in. It's kind of like curling and all of those other things. Yeah. Curling. Hooray. This again was one of those, it's not really for me, but because I won a thing, they gave me a lot of, like, they gave me the sticker swag and the button and another sticker. It was kind of nice, you know, can't really complain. Also, I guess I want to point out, this wasn't swag, I just randomly found this particular sticker somewhere, and it's a lovely sticker. I just love the cool crab. This is very, like, old school Windows clip art. And, of course, it's also shiny, so I just wanted to point that out. I don't know if this person's any good at anything, so don't take that as an endorsement of anything except the sticker. I'm just endorsing the sticker. That's all I'm endorsing. All right, that's Crokinole. I don't have much more to say about it. KilaFlow. Oh yeah, this. I like this one actually quite a bit. This is Crash Bandicoot. If you like Crash Bandicoot, you will like this. Basically, the premise, I guess I should just read this. KilaFlow is a fast-paced precision 3D platformer featuring a toy robot antivirus who switches gears to speed up and save Date from the infection of an evil and mysterious virus threat. Bounce, slide, and spin between programs and worlds to generate key gems and cure the cute critters in your path. So this is very much a game where, like, you can play it okay and do alright, but really what you want to do is, like, get the A rank on every stage. Kind of like Crash Bandicoot, where like you need to get all the boxes so that you can get the gem. You want to like cure all the viruses, so all of the enemies are like data things. But if you jump on them or spin them or use one of your other Crash Bandicoot-y attacks, it cures them. Also, like lots of kind of Dreamcast influence. Like this guy kind of looks like a Dreamcast in real when you're playing against him. Talk to the dev. I guess I could show a picture, but like this setup was just to the left of Impulse, and it's cool. Like it's a cool game. If you like Crash Bandicoot, you will like this. And I kind of like Crash Bandicoot, so we'll play some. Game's difficulty spiked if out of octa control. Yes, it is definitely a bit awkward. I will grant you that. Can I embiggen this? This is how I set this up. All right. Let's see what this looks like when I put it... No, not audio filters. Also, how you doing, Curtis? Thanks for the good luck. I want KilaFlow. Okay, that looks fine. Looks a bit weird on my screen, but it looks fine there. That's probably good enough. Maybe, can we... See, I appreciate any game that gives you the opportunity to tell the main character to shut up. There's something for that. Let me double check my spreadsheet really quick, because I know that... Does Towerbolt allow? Yeah, Towerbolt's the one I need to adjust the volume for. Anyway, we'll just do the first level. I played a couple of these to make sure things are working. Oh yeah, those Clippy right there. But you can see, like, you've got moves. I guess there's also some Sonic DNA in here, like with like the bouncing and stuff. But, like, I think Crash also did this stuff. Like, you bounce to go higher. I like these boxes. I don't know why. I did mention that I felt there was something weird going on with the shadows. Because, like, you're getting a shadow on the transparent part and the solid part of these boxes, which doesn't seem right to me. I asked if there was, like, 2 light sources. I didn't really get a good answer. Thing where most of the hitbox are generous when there's a boss fight with tough cycles. Feel more comfortable with snappy movement comes to fast engines. Yeah, I could see that. The boss fight I remember being rather difficult and finicky. And, like, the thing is, you need to, like, build flow by spinning. You can see you get a lot faster. And we're on a computer, so clearly need to be bliss the background, in case you didn't know what that's called. Is that? Okay, there's a different way to do flow. I was pressing B for that and was like, that doesn't feel right, man. And there's our virus that we just turned into a happy mouse. But this also reminds me a little bit of his Net Monster, a game I'm certain no one here has played. But it was a kind of a Pokemon-y type game, where the premise was you were catching all sorts of net monsters that had leaked onto the internet. It was cute. The dolphin. It's looking choppy. Yeah, it's playing a bit choppy. I guess we could try. I mean, let's see if we can like lower the size. The thing about testing these is it's always. I don't have a lot of options for this. This is what we get. Sorry, it's gonna be a little choppy. I can't really fix that. This happens sometimes. Oh, wait, hold on. I know one thing I can do. Do that. There's a fart button. I didn't realize there was a fart button. No, that didn't help. It's helped in the past, so I just downsized OBS in the hopes that it would do something. But it didn't, I don't think. But yeah, you have an option to cure the viruses or not, and the dev was even thinking about like putting in a secret ending where you just don't even bother. Like, you're just like, yeah, the quote-unquote pacifist ending. Because, like, you're not really a pacifist if you're letting computer viruses live. So, because, like, they're bad and need to die, unlike most things, but... Yeah, just rest assured this isn't showing off the best of this, unfortunately, because the rendering is a bit slow. Once again, my video card is kind of trash. I should point that out. Maybe one day I'll be able to plug in the better video card and a miracle will occur. Either way, these devs are really cool. They had a bunch of, like, they had swag and also stuff you could buy. So I ended up with, like, I got some stickers for swag. I think you've already seen them, but I'll show them again afterwards. But yeah, this is what this is. It's always kind of moving forward away from the camera. It truly embodies the concept of Crash Bandicoot in the sense that it's the Sonic's ass game. Let's see if we can I just pick whatever level I want to play, or do I have to actually get there? Let's see about this. Let's see if we're allowed to play the boss and how choppy this is. But yeah, very kind of like Sega aesthetics here. And the yellow, the orange and the blue are kind of references to like the Dreamcast's different colors. Oh yeah, you don't want to stand in the middle of that. Oh, I don't want to stand in the middle of that either. I did not do a good job there. But aesthetically, this is a really kind of fun game. And I get launched in the skybox. See, that's what you're supposed to do, is not die there. Boss is fine. The dolphin is what you're talking about. Was there another boss? Because I don't think I got far enough to fight the dolphin. I think I stopped after this boss. I was like, yeah, I've had enough. It was fun. I need to stop jumping into the damagey spot. And then remember to jump. No. We'll try one more time. Boss, you have to race a dolphin and hit it or something? Interesting. I did not play that. Like I said, sometimes I get to a point in a demo where I'm like, I'm good now. Did I hit him? I must have. I forgot you could, like, spin to get yourself an extra kind of jump. I am not very good at this. Oh, I was supposed to slide there. But yeah, it's a kind of cool game. And I appreciated that they had stuff. I just want to bounce. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I could do to jump over things. That would cause me problems otherwise. I could just bounce over them. I mean, it is the first boss. You'd hope that you could come up with some way of dealing with him without having too much trouble. Oops. I stopped bouncing. No! I make poor decisions. I do feel like that's a bit weird to have like a hold to skip after you've watched it once. Ah, I jumped into that. There we go, that's much better. And you gotta love it when you get, like, launched out of the game. Oh, come on. I landed on him at least twice there. Okay. The silver fight. Definitely some feeling there. You ever seen that bug in Sonic 06 where like Silver can like just throw you out of the game? And like there's nothing you can do about it. Like you just have to wait until like the game crashes. There's nothing else to be done. I just want to stay in bounce state. What? No! It's no use! Exactly. It's probably a sign I should stop doing what I'm doing. But it's fun. It also messes with the camera, so I can't see the dog's attacks now. Weird. I keep having trouble. Oh no! There we go. Keep having trouble with that. Oops. Dodge it that time. Yeah. No! There we go. Oh wait, no, is there phase 2? Oh, there we go. We were successful. Marginally. Alright. That was fun. We beat the Sea Dog. Sea Dog. He's got the peace symbol on him now. See, he's all peaceful. Anyway, this game is cute. Doesn't run great on my computer because my computer sucks. Sage 2025. So I wonder if they submitted it to Sage now I think about it. That must be what it's talking about. So Sage is kind of like C3 but for Sonic people. I realize I've thrown out a lot of initialisms that have no context. C3 is the creativity convention for SMW Central. I forget what the other C stands for, probably BYOC. But basically Sage is the same sort of thing where people like bring whatever demos or art or programming stuff that they feel is cool and want to show off. And Sage is like more, I think a little more regimented. Like there's like a website that like tracks all the submissions and stuff as opposed to being a forum. Yeah, Jamie told me about Sage and was like, you should check that stuff out because you like checking things out. And I'm like, yeah, I should. And then I completely forgot to do so. No. What does SMWC3 stand for? I think it might stand for SMW Central Creativity Convention. But, like, you know, they do it a lot. Yeah, Central Creativity Convention. That's all it is. Apparently, also, the I Want to Be the Guy people, or fan game people, also have their own version of this. But I don't know that much about it. And I only know about it from talking with that one guy who was awesome, whose name escapes me. Unfortunately. Who works in a lot of that area. But anyway, that was KilaFlow. Noodles had the flow. Noodles had the groove. It was cool. Before we even talk about the next one, I'm just going to go and adjust the desktop audio to 10 because that's what it needs to be when I tested this out earlier. And we'll get to Towerbolt. Yeah, I feel like there's got to be something running that just is making it unhappy. And maybe if I close the... Well, I know I need Steam. I don't know. It's weird. I don't have any like thing running in Chrome. Maybe maybe that's it. Close this. Maybe that'll fix it. Who knows? Anyway, Towerbolt. Fast-paced vertical platformer set in a cyberpunk in the year 23... 90x. How oddly specific. Race the top of a cyberpunk mega tower while outrunning lethal security lasers on every floor. This game is about going up. That's really it. It's about going up. You go up and up and up and up. What's funny is there's no way to die except for the laser. So, like, there are things you could trip, but it's always the lasers that kill you. So you're always really just on a timing thing. Last 15 years, no one has ever escaped this place alive. So that means they escaped it dead. Flow like a storm. There's a lot of cool mechanics. 100 plus floors. I feel like this is also one that like should have a what am I wording? Like a level editor released with it because of its relative simplicity. Put some time on this one, but people were waiting and didn't want to be an ass, and didn't get a deathless run. If you want to feel gamer envy, SGDQ is a great place for it because a concentrated pool of talent. Yeah, no fooling. Yeah, this one always had a giant line of people, and like everybody was like doing great and awesome at this game. Like I went and played it and felt I did okay. I didn't get a deathless run. I didn't get much of a run. I'm surprised this isn't out yet. I felt like this was gonna come out soon, but I guess not. Yeah. This one has a demo, so we're gonna play it. But yeah, this was always just like crammed. People were always just waiting to play this one the whole time at GDQ. And they had a really large leaderboard. I really wish I'd taken a picture or something. But like they were giving away stuff. Grab a controller, kick back. Yeah, I guess. Let me turn this on to the right window. Towerbolt Demo. I feel bad now because like half of this particular VOD is going to be me playing Cucumber, and then there's the rest of the games. We're gonna skip all of this stuff at the beginning. Down there's an alpha build. There's stuff. The way I experienced this at GDQ was we launched right into it from here, where you press A a lot to break the glass, which is the thing you have to do. You have to break the glass. So you see the glass here? You got to break it. I think it was a little annoying you had to break so much glass, but that's just me. So your major mechanics, you can jump. I'm pretty sure you can... I don't remember if you can run. The game will tell us in time. You have a double jump. As you can see, you turn yellow. You do not have a triple jump. I think there's ways to get your jump back, a la like Celeste and other things. But the game starts off a little bit quick, kind of slow to teach you what you need to know. Oh yeah, these can't be climbed on. Good thing to know. It'd be important if every surface... You wouldn't want every surface to be climbable. That'd be a problem. I like the audio. A little plink is very satisfying for letting you know you got your double jump back. Oh yeah, there's also chips. These are your strawberry. You have to get to the end of the level after collecting them. Otherwise, they don't count, as you all know. That's the important gimmick here. There's also some plot. I don't remember much. I think there's like 2 competing computers trying to let you out. I forget. I think they're going to have the plot. Here's the evil computer. But yeah, if I could have played any of the other games, I guess also I would have loved to play the Guardian ones. I didn't play the demo at GDQ. But I really would have liked to have played the Dice one. Nope, we're not going for the chip. I've decided not to. Because the Dice one had a lot of cool stuff going on with this. It's hard to explain. What's up, Noah? How you doing? Also, one thing I can say I greatly appreciate about this, the level doesn't start until you press a button. Something I would love to see in more like Kaizo hacks and other things, is like, I don't want to immediately have to get back into it. I like the, okay, just wait. We're fine. We'll just chill. Yeah, allegedly they're doing the indie thing again at AGDQ, which does make me more likely to want to go, because I find these things very fun. The only reason I say allegedly is because the only information I have about it is that the Toho Pac-Man Maze people allegedly are going to AGDQ for some reason, which makes me think, oh, it's plot time. I'm in a box. Escape is futile. Or escape is futile. Organic. Or is it? Nope, the blue computer will save me. It looks like an owl. Reminds me of, was it Admiral Hoots or something from, yeah. Sorry. Screw that noisy triangle mayhem. Oh, right. Sorry. Hey there. You doing okay? Heck, I can't see you. The camera feed must be scrambled. It's okay. Just listen to me. Just, know that I'm a friend. I hacked your cell earlier and woke you up. I just barely managed to put the core to sleep, but it's going to wake up soon. Please listen close. I don't like the kerning in this as much. I don't like this text engine as much as, the other game, the rhythm game we just played. The weird keeping it centered as you're doing this doesn't feel right for like a cyberpunk game. It only feels like it should start on the left and go to the right. Monospace is good though. Or wait, is it monospaced? I don't think it's monospaced. I just don't know. It looks like it might be monospaced. Don't escape this place alive. I'm going to help you break the streak today. I have more to say, but for now, I'll put my hacky fingies aside, fit to work, and get you in an elevator for the way up right now. Alrighty, elevator's on its way. See you soon on the next couple floors. Don't think it is. Yeah, I feel like you're gonna go cyberpunk, you gotta go monospace. At least this kind of thing you're doing. But like, yeah, I don't love text engines when they just look a little bit wrong to me. That was one point I made when playing the Toho Maze thing that apparently they liked. Oh hey again. I can give you the down low as you do your jumpies around here. Like, proper kerning makes your game look better. That's just what it is. Very modern, sleek game, yeah. If you want to make it out of here alive, you have to climb and outrun tower security lasers on every floor, and apparently you don't want to tell me about this. It won't be easy. Tower security design is unforgiving. Not impossible. Hey there. Oh hey, so I can only kind of see you. You're very, pixelated. Oh well. Guess this will have to do for now. Smiley face. So I noticed that there's a limiter on your jumping power. Got to upload something that should help with that. Download this to your system. Trust me, you'll dig it. Sure thing, Daddy-o. Less committed to cyberpunk, more committed to neon pretty. I suppose. This will restore a subroutine in your bolter frame. It lets you power up your bolter charge. You're going to give me a blank reaction. I wonder if the cryosleep messed with your memory banks. No worries at all. Your helpful owl friend is happy to explain. Basically, your bolter frame needs on kinetic energy in order to become stronger. We call this bolter charge. The more you jump without touching the ground, the stronger and higher your jumps will become. That's where the crux of this game really comes in. I've even prepared some instructional graphics for you. Try it out. Oh no. You can see, like, this bolter charge thing, it makes a difference in terms of how your jumps go. I'm jumping way higher now. And now I'm in rainbow mode. Here you can't really do anything with it. Wait, use the pads. Oh, the pads on the bottom charge me up. Interesting. Just to show you the different jump heights. Look, reading! Oh, no, I lost it. You can, I think, briefly touch the ground without it becoming a problem, which is nice. No, I have to build again. Oh, Pete's sake. There we go. And then more glass ceilings. I don't know if there's like some sort of allegory thing, but this happens a fair number of times. And it's just kind of weird how much it takes to break them. There's our triangle friend. With his laser. Alright. I forgot how many levels the demo has. It's weird they advertise like over 100 levels when I think the demo was something like 30 or 40. But yeah, you can see, like, I will not be surprised if this ends up being run at GDQ in the near future. I think that was my first death. Between the fact that it's stylish and looks good when you're doing it. I do kind of wonder, to some extent, if they were using like the indie thing to like scout out games they might want to see runs of in a year or two, but runners kind of come to them, so I don't think they need it. Why is it on X? I guess to give me time to regret my decisions. That's not where I thought I was going to jump. I will say the changing jump heights over time feels weird. Okay, see those things? They don't kill you. They just make the laser move faster, see? More of a point there. Oh wait, no, look. I missed that the ceiling wasn't over there. Finished game was over 3 times the demo side? Yeah, probably. They had a speedrun challenge thing where you give a poster. Had to beat the devs time or do it all chips deathless. It was a grand prize. That sounds right. That's one of the reasons there was always some people crowded around, is because like people like winning things. I can't deny, I do too. I still want to mention, because I always feel proud of myself, the fact that I got my I won the Toho Maze Game Award at PAX by being better at Toho Pac-Man than anyone else on the first day of PAX. So, that's not what I wanted. But yeah, I think you were right. Not uncommon at things like PAX. So, I was going to tell a story during Impulse's one, but I forgot to. But basically, for some of the games, they had, you know, challenge runs. You could try to see if you could do a big enough, get your time up. I don't remember this was in the demo I played. Anyway, one of them was Tethergeist, a PAX thing I played. I played something in PAX like 2 years ago, and yeah, I went and talked to him for a little bit, and we talked some tech stuff because it was fun. I went and played, and he's like, "You clearly know how your way around these kind of games." Like, yeah, I play some Mario. I know how this works. But he mentioned, oh yeah, there's another platformer here that was really cool. I wonder how that's working out, how that one's coming along. And I'm like, oh, yeah, oh, you mean Impulse? He's like, oh yeah. I'm like, yeah, I saw him at GDQ. So we had a nice bit of fun talking about that. Yeah, Toho Pac-Man. I could give you the full name, but I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. It was like Toho Maze something or other, but it's Toho Pac-Man. With gimmicks and lots of bullets. Obviously, it's Toho. You gotta have your Damaku. But yeah, I placed first. I posted the picture of the plaque I got. That's bad. I got a plaque and a shirt. I don't know if I'll ever wear the shirt. Like, if I was going to wear that shirt, an anime convention would be one of the places to wear it. You could make an argument maybe for GDQ. But, like, it's a ridiculous shirt with Chirno crying on it. Basic premise, the plot is that Chirno is trying to sell, what was it? Snow cones. But nobody wants snow cones. Because they're snow flavored. That was the joke. Is that it? That's the demo? I think that's the demo. This game looks awesome. It is actually really good. It plays well. The different height jumps feels weird at first, but then you kind of get used to it. This concludes the content for the demo. Thank you so much for playing my game. The clear time for my clear time for the demo was 8 minutes and 40 seconds. I got 1 out of 16 possible chips. Looking for the challenge. The developer's clear time for clearing the demo with all 16 chips is 4 minutes 48.15 seconds. Try to surpass this time if you'd like. No, I won't. Thanks for the GGs. Good cap of this shirt. Yes, it's about Chirno selling shaved ice. It's cute. It's a really cute game. But yeah, that was Towerbolt. The rest of the game is still under development. There will be 150. 1,504 levels, or 150 plus levels. No, I think it's a plus in the full game. That doesn't feel like that much. And the release date will be in 2025. Wishlisted on Steam. Press A to continue. Oh, lastly, if you'd like to follow development, they're on Blue Sky, and they have a Discord. Thank you so much for playing my game. Thank you for the GGs. To be continued. So yeah, like, it's a cool game. I had fun playing it. It's well executed. It's a very good GDQ game because you can pick it up and understand what you need to do pretty quickly without the tutorial monster, with the tutorial owl teaching you. So, yeah, that was a fun game. Exactly twice as much time. Anyway, that pretty much brings us to the end. GDQ was still fun. It was cool hanging out with people. And yeah, I hope for AGDQ to have a larger alley. Something I guess I should note that I didn't is, like, there were a bunch of artists. I guess we could look at some of the artist pages because, like, I didn't really look at this. I did talk to one of these guys at Dan the VP and a few other people held a bourbon tasting, and I brought some Westlands for people to try to see if they'd like them. And I do have, like, one thing. Which one was it? Was it Lunacy? I got one of these things here came from one of the people. It wasn't part of a dev thing. But, like, there were, like, basically this kind of standard nerdy things you could buy, pixely art things. I don't remember if I looked at a lot of these. But some people were selling, like, actual paintings, a lot of, like, buttons and things. Let's take a quick look through all of these if we can actually look at them. Hair claws. I don't think I've ever heard someone call that, but that's clearly what they are. Huh. These were cute. 1 megawatt. I'm trying to see if I can find the person who I remember talking to. Oh, so a bunch of, like, Pokemons. Nice style. It reminds me of another one, but Bats of Goop. Yeah, they had a lot more space for artists than they did for devs. Portfolio? Maybe this was the guy I talked to. I don't remember. Some of these are, like, really on, and other ones are, like, very different stylistically. Like, that Sonic's pretty Sonic. And then Hollow Knight looks pretty Hollow Knight. And then the rest of these, I'm not even sure what I'm looking at. Interesting divergence of styles. What was this one? That was Bats of Goop? Or no, free DLC. Let's burn through these real quick. Oh, these are nice. Desk mats and things. I like the maps. Maps are cute. I keep clicking the same ones over and over. These ones were on the latter part of the week, and so I did see some of them. I didn't look at the other ones. I just ran out of time. I arrived, like, Tuesday evening. And then I needed to, like, if I wanted to see the indie stuff, I needed to really do that Wednesday, and I, was busy bullshitting with people and doing other stuff. Because, like, that was the day I got there. So, yeah, that's nice. See if I can remember the next one. Oh, wow. I don't remember seeing this, but, like, high-quality prop stuff I could definitely see doing well, depending upon, like, cosplayers and things. I don't know if they discourage cosplay nowadays. I want to say GDQ does. I haven't seen anyone dressed up as a Toho character in the background of a GDQ video in a very long time, I feel. Cosplayer stuff. The older type of Caitlyn. They recognize a few of these characters. Tinkerbell. Yeah, it's kind of cute. I guess we'll look at the ones I didn't actually see from the week before. A bunch of bears. This is one of those things that weirds me out. Is, like, people do these card things, and this person literally has their own website. Like, why have a card thing when you have your own website? I get, like, why some people do, because they don't actually have, like, a website, but they have a website. Let's go with the fan art. GDQ appropriate here. Got a bunch of owls. Chun-Li enjoying some bow. Oh, that's actually really nicely done. I like that. The Katamari. What is this cat from? That's a terrifying cat. We want you to have a balanced meal. You're not going to have one, but you could have. You could have had a V8. More kind of pastel-y things. These are probably characters from something I don't recognize. Hey, it's Pokemon's. These are nice. A little too pastel for my tastes. I guess I can close these too. I don't need half this stuff. We'll keep the swag open just for the sake of it. Oh, whoops. No, I did need that stuff. Whoops. I'm bad at this. Where'd it go? Recent history. Firefox never makes it easy to find the things I want. This one. I swear. Was it this person we just looked at? Yeah. Yes, I think so. Instagram, just an Instagram. I don't have an Instagram on this machine, so that's not happening. Oh, it's very pixel art. Ooh, Fountain of Dreams. And it's that cat again. Where is this cat from? It's supposed to be a very popular game, and I don't even know what it is. It has a cat. You think I would know? Whereas most of these, but not the cat. Got a Big Daddy. No cat. Oh, hey, that's Yu Yu Hakusho right there. Recently closed tabs. Yeah, I found it. It just keeps it in a weird spot. I always forget where it is. Oh, that was the one we just looked at. Blue tie designs. Bug slap. Bug slap, baby. What you're creating? Charms. Okay. Portfolio. There we go. That does nothing. Why does that do nothing? Oh, it just took forever to load. Edge sticker. Oh, God. The thing about it is very few people make interesting websites anymore except artists. And artist websites always had a little bit of that weird CSS, JavaScript stuff going on. Splatoon. Very angular. Etsy, okay. In case you want to buy bandanas, I guess? Dog collars? Oh. Those are cute Pikachu things. Yeah, those are pretty cute Pikachu things. Aw, it's a Pika Pumpkin. That's very cute. I like the Pika Pumpkin. Again, card. I don't get it. Like, why wouldn't you just punt them to the portfolio? I guess they did here. It's on card too. I guess card you can do more than one thing on card. The fade-ins. I guess this person's mostly just their jam is Pokemons. That's the crossover we all needed. Pokemon and Kingdom Hearts. Certainly a lot of people have written fan fiction about those together. Oh, you got Cream in the little chow. One of the Sailor Scouts. Unload the guess which. Oh, this was oh, that's a while ago. Oh, these are really cute. That's kind of the purpose, ain't it? All right, last one. Again, Shop. I guess Shop is the best if I wanted to see art. They make plushies that are different stars and moons. Oh. Touch this fuzzy. You could you could put like something in this fuzzy that get you dizzy. I don't know. That's probably a bad idea. Probably shouldn't. No more further comments on that. Pokeball resin surgical what? What is it? Surgical steel stud earrings. Oh, okay. I was like, why would I do surgically with Pokeballs? Probably nothing you should do. That is one relaxed time, Pikachu. All right, there we go. I say we've looked at all of the important stuff. We've covered the artist alley. We've covered the indie devs. We've done due diligence for Summer Games Done Quick 2025's Vendor Alley. Yeah, lots of cool stuff. There's some things I missed out on, wish I hadn't, but still, you know, it was seven pretty good games. Well, 8 if we include Dan Salvato's, but you know, that's probably also going to be good.